Hey, it's me, Lorianne. Just in your face again with a little message from Spirit as you head into the weekend. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about your primary relationship, or the relationship you want, or the one you want to get rid of. Let's go into that section. So the first thing that I want to talk about is that sometimes we lose perspective. We can't see the small details or the big details anymore. We don't have our micro macro vision going on. So stand back and be like an eagle or a hawk and start seeing the lay of the land of this relationship. And, look at the tiny details that pop up like little blips on an elevation map, okay? And I want you to hone in on those little blips, because those are the areas that you need to get more clear. You are probably locked into some kind of an old story, a belief, a pattern, or just a pain point. So just zero in on what those pain points are, and then create a space for yourself to just like drop into some nurturing, some self-care, some self-love. You might discover that in those pain points, you've got some opposite of that, some self-loathing, some judgment, some criticism about yourself or someone else, but it feels more oriented to the self. And it can also be that you are not showing up in the authentic you that is in love. Maybe you're showing up not in love. Maybe you're showing up in anger, in fear, or in resentment. And so how are you showing up? That's the point of that question. So if you're not showing up in the way that is conducive for balance and harmony, then you need to retreat inward and do some self-care, some self-nurturing, and revitalize your own self-love. And so, so the other piece that I have here is that, besides the 10 commandments, very little is carved in stone. That, in nature, everything's changing all the time, every moment. We're constantly in a state of change as well. And so all of our relationships are in a constant state of change. So don't expect somebody or a relationship to remain static, the same throughout time. If it isn't evolving, then it is stuck and it is stagnant, and it needs some novelty. It needs to be refreshed. It's like you need to revisit your why and just go on a bit of a journey together in that way. So, and this requires getting out of ego. This requires getting into your humility. Okay. And that's always hard, because we're often like, well, what's the risk? What's the possible outcome? Is this a situation that's going to benefit both of us or just one of us? And you got to get out of all that thinking and just come from a place of unconditionality and love. Okay? That's it. That's my message for you. Have a great weekend. Cheerio.